adapts to his condition by walking with his paws a bit wider, leaning against the wall for support, and using claws to climb up and down things. Finn is a very happy kitty who loves playing with his siblings, Tyrion the cat and Ollie the Airedale Terrier, eating meals and treats and cuddling with his parents.
Like Ginger likes to do with us.
Just sweetie.
She sometimes likes to do it with me when I'm in bed trying to sleep.
They made a movie about Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee.
Hollywood surely is bankrupt.
Seriously. Shall we?
We
Need
shall.
more proof than that, I guess, that to attest that Uncle Vinny is not the only one with creative issues.
Who's Uncle Vinny?
Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon of WWE.
God, my throat is so freaking parched.
How'd that happen?
I don't know.
Probably from doing a lot of talking in the lobby.
Could be. Ready, right?
Yeah. That's what that noise was.
What?
When we made the first turn right there.
What?
The door popped open
Oh.
against the catch. I was asking Chris, what the hell was that noise?
And I thought it was his stick, his walking stick.
You make it less hot. Y'all check the mail tag? Chris,
Yes.
did you guys check the mail today?
No, we didn't.
Okay. Woohoo! Rare treat for Mama.
Just got done watching a rather good movie,
Yeah.
and I think I'd seen bits and pieces of before,
Uh-huh.
but not the whole thing. It starts with, it's called Hell or High Water,
Okay.
and the story surrounds two brothers whose mother owned a ranch in Texas.
Okay.
And the bank was accruing penalties on her for paying her back taxes on the property. And she was way behind in payments on the ranch. Altogether, the boys needed to come up with $44,000
Ouch.
to keep from losing the ranch. Well, in the meantime, before their mama died, Standard Oil had come out, Chevron, and found oil on their property.
Uh-huh.
And so him and the two brothers, they were about all the smaller branches of a main bank. Happened to be the one that held that property by the short years. Robbed them. And then paid off the loan with the bank's money.
Oh my goodness. They get away with it?
And yeah, he got away
Oh
with
my
it.
gosh.
The one was shot and killed,
Oh.
but the younger one lived, and you figured out pretty much before they robbed the last bank what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Because before they robbed the last bank, before the banks before they always were in the same car, but the last bank they robbed, they had 2 different cars.
Okay.
And they left the one brother's car like 4 miles out of town. Well, the other brother had a shit sheet dirtier than freshly used toilet paper.
Yeah.
So had just come out of prison, been out of prison for a year on a 10-year sentence for armed robbery. So he had planned the whole time to lay down for his brother. And so the way his brother covered their tracks to keep from being prosecuted, to keep him from being prosecuted anyway, was they then did business with the same bank to put the property into a trust that was going to have $50,000 a month coming into it from the oil company.
Wow.
So somebody that they knew helped them out with that.
Looks like junk and junk.
Mom,
Mary.
Cheryl, how's Dr. Bill?
Hey, Mandy.
They don't have one in there still, right? I should get in here.
It's working.
The home of American Top 40 and the 70s greatest hits.
Four people were killed in the process of doing this, including a Texas Ranger and a state trooper, security guard, and being that it was in Texas, some dumb summit in the last bank that they robbed, thinking he was going to play hero, and pulled his concealed weapon out. His brother blew him away. Oh, and then the town, when they came out of the last bank, townspeople were chasing him out of town, were shooting at him, and
Oh,
followed him out of town
well,
until they got to a certain point, and his brother stopped the rig, got out, turned around, and started spraying them with automatic weapon fire to get them to turn their ass around and ducktail and go.
wow.
He didn't shoot at any of the people. He shot at their truck.
Dad keeps pressing the lock button. Not you, Dad.
Yeah, slam it. You.
The sheriff, the guy that was the
Damn,
the
Cheryl.
Texas Rangers in that part of Texas, figured it out after he retired. What had happened, how things went off.
Look, honey, you left your coffee out.
And I did. Okay, back off.
Close your door for a second, please.
Okay.
Better.
Yeah. As long as he kept his mouth shut for the rest of his life and didn't, forensically, there's no way to prove anything.
Okay.
Because
fight with the dead brother?
Because there were witnesses along the way with conflicting stories. They were at a restaurant in one of the places, in one of the towns that they'd stopped at to eat, and the younger of the two brothers was eating, and the older one got up and said he had to, what was it he said? He said, I have to go shit like a goat. And so
Okay.
He actually said that.
That was where he was going, was the lavatory, and what he did was he ran across the street and robbed the bank across the street, which was not a branch of the bank that held the notes on their mother's property.
Gotcha.
Threw him off scent. But still, you're still not able to put shit together about what's going to happen to him at that point. You really aren't. But when Jeff Bridges' successor reads the shit sheet on his brother, you understand why he did what he did. He had nothing to lose.
Gotcha.
But you remember the guy that in Twitlight that played Billy?
Yeah.
Okay. He died quick, but I wouldn't want to be killed that way. He died deer style because his brother took him out from 300 yards away through the skull. Right here. Boom.
Wow.
Ow!
Under the brim of his fucking cowboy hat on, because he still had his Ranger's hat on. So
That would hurt.
I mean, he was dead before he hit the ground. He was on his knees and he just fell back. No. But Jeff Bridges' shot was more impressive because Jeff was like 500 yards away from that kid, the kid's brother, and you're never real clear where Jeff hits him, but the bullet hits him and he slumps over on his gun.